Kang has followed us far enough. Time I finish this.
Kang may talk a big game, but don't count on him showing up. He'd rather leave the dirty work
Yep,
to
it's
his
the
fighters.
execution that matters the
gives me
most.
something to look forward to. I'll be back after I deal with these assholes.
Yeah, honestly, Game Pass is their only saving grace because you have a player base that didn't have to pay full price for the game. And don't get me wrong, I love the game. I just hate how they've handled things since launch. But you also have to remember, James, a lot of myself and other people in here have put hundreds of hours into the game so far. I don't know how many you have. So we've kind of become jaded with the issues and the game in general because of that. Yep. Between the demo and the full release of the game, I have roughly 700 hours in this. Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely, Buzz. I got my money's worth, so I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, I need a refund because they broke the game. I'm just voicing my frustration at what they've done.
Tiago, you were right. Kang didn't show his face.
Other way around, Kat. You need to divide 60 by the number of hours.
Well, that's never gonna
That's how
happen.
much you paid
Don't let
per
your guard
hour.
down. I'll scout the road to that gate up ahead. Hey, Channa. Is Bailey still out cold?
Being on the move isn't doing her any good. You know, I've been thinking, I know there's no excuse for what she did.
Sounds like you're about
That's
to
how many
excuse what
hours
she
per
did.
dollar? Okay.
Bailey was no less a slave to Corrigan than I was. Maybe he treated her a little better, but he poisoned both our minds for years.
Sure, but you never tried to kill me. Let me know if she wakes up.
I don't think that's a mistake doing it this way. I feel forcing people to play through the story content on max tier and all that to get to the end game is a very tedious and not fun way to do it. At least this way I can get through it rather quickly. and get to what I want to get to. Because there's a slew of people that don't care about the story or campaign at all. I'm not one of those people, but I've done it twice already, so I'm not going to do it a third and fourth time, you know? Around 8 cents per hour. Good value. Like I said, I took my time in campaign with the Devastator and again with the Pyro. I wasn't about to do it again for the Techno and the Trickster when I knew most of my time would be spent
What do we have here?
in the expeditions. I really enjoy the campaign. Really do. But at the same time, you also have to look at it from my point of view as a streamer. I have other games coming out that I'm wanting to play. So I'm wanting to get things done that I wanted to get done with the game before that comes out. So if I took my time on the campaign with those, I'd run out of time. And I would have things left unfinished. Subnautica Below Zero, and then Biomutant. We've got Subnautica Below Zero on the 14th, Biomutant on the 25th. I imagine there'll be some downtime there between games. We'll see. So we'll have to find something to fill it, which Breath Edge will likely be one of them. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do, Princess. I'm going to put it away until another time. But there's things I wanted to accomplish before moving on to something else. And that means getting all 4 classes up to max and geared out and through expeditions and all that. Get the accolades done for each class. It's a shame I won't get every accolade done because of the multiplayer being a fucking disaster. As well as some of the legendaries I probably won't ever finish collecting. But if they release DLC, fix their issues, I likely will be back as well.
Let us know if you want us to
for
join you at the
any
gate.
new content they release.
Okay, time to figure out how to open this thing. I'm waiting for you here.
Bailey's barely lucid. You need to keep her hydrated.
I'm trying, but we barely have any water left as it is.
Tahiti.
Can't we just let her die?
Sure she'll never walk again?
It'd be a miracle if she did.
Good.
No matter where I go, your kind.
You want a
get
Bailey
uglier and
DLC?
uglier.
As long as it's a free DLC, where all it is we shove her off the cliff. That's all I want. Of all the characters they killed off in this game, and they kept Bailey alive. Yeah.
I don't understand. We're getting closer to the signal. The only way it could be transmitting is if the anomaly's effects were declining. But instead, the anomaly here is worse than anything we've seen.
Could it be we're approaching something like the eye of the storm?
It's possible, but such an abrupt change in climate from tropical
Little
to
on the
desert,
nose there, bud.
only the anomaly could cause something so dramatic. What if it's actually getting worse?
I found a cave. Should be big enough to bring the trucks in.
On our way. This storm is getting worse by the minute.
Looks like we may be here a while.
Well, at least Lieutenant McCain's death was entertaining.
Hey, boss, you gonna be long? I could use some help clearing the sand out of the truck's guts.
What would your ideal
can do it
DLC
on
be?
Yeah?
Not more
What's the
expeditions.
catch?
No.
catch.
With you,
They need to do
there's
something
always a
different. I would
catch.
like to see a horde
Let you
mode.
storm off for no reason.
How about you stop acting like you know who the hell I am? And
Like, I wouldn't be mad if they
kind of
added
pretend you
more
care.
expeditions on
I'm
top of that,
Sharpshooter. I know.
but they definitely needed
I
a
was
different game
goddamn
mode.
bastard when you were too young.
They need
Long as
one
you
or
actually
two more
laugh.
classes.
I'm not pretending.
At least you
More
need any
legendaries.
help?
Sure. All right. Look.
They need, like, I was against this to begin with, about having a way to target what legendary you're going after. But given how much of a
What new kind
bitch
of
it
demons
is
are you?
to farm
Yeah,
for
no,
a
we're under
specific
attack.
item and
Keep
just
there.
constantly getting fucking
Yeah, no.
cannonball over and over again,
You hear me?
I kind of on board with targeted legendary farming. Like having each expedition or horde mode have a set loot table so you can go after certain things. More story, more tree points, new level cap, and loot. Yeah. I'm not getting my hopes up for anything I want to be in the in a DLC. You know what, Birdman? Just go calm down for a day. You've done nothing but been negative the entire time. Take 24 hours and cool off, man. I understand you're salty, but goddamn. A man can only listen to so much bitching and moaning. Yeah, it's only 14. Love to see them add more Lego armor sets and weapons with the ability to get them with different attributes. Yes. Variety with the attribute drops. I think 10 points would be the sweet spot, Allie. It would allow you to reach out into the other trees a little more. Yeah, I was kind of expecting more points on the map. So you're not alone there, James. But being able to have a legendary armor set that has random attributes allows you to go after legendaries and farm for that god roll that has the stats that you want, you know? Yep. Not wearing armor pieces in a lot of cases, they all have max health. Yeah. Yep. And that would also go a long way with allowing us to get our characters to look how we want. Ooh. Yep. I would like to see a 2 and 5 set on legendaries.
You sure they're still alive?
Yes, but hurry.
So, these brutes with guns, you've seen them before? What are they?
Fire, heat, blood.
Whatever these creatures are, I don't think this is their village.
I don't care. The vendors can sell default rolls for people who don't want to grind and get that armor set benefits.
Wait,
But this grinders would grind to
was
get
your
that
home?
perfect setup. Yeah,
And these brutes destroyed it? Took it over?
I agree with that, boss.
I don't
That you
understand.
can't lock items.
What
Yeah.
happened to your people?
Gone now.
Should world drops be a thing? Like get the Akari from the spider? I think added things like that where you can go after a targeted loot table would be nice. But it would have to be spread out among set pieces, because then you'd have people who don't want to run certain things because nothing for them has a chance of dropping there, you know? So you couldn't do just a Akari from the spider boss or something like that. But a lot of people are having issues finding the Akari chest piece. I've read a lot about that. So giving something that has an increased chance of it dropping, like the spider boss, would be a nice addition, in my opinion. I think keep it, if you're not going to do like a full targeted loot table type of system, give people the option to go after an increased loot chance of a certain item. Like make it so the Akari spider boss has an increased chance of dropping a piece of Akari gear. But since she's not in expedition, I'm not sure how that would work, but kill that spider 200 times instead of running 200 expeditions. Yeah. I'm not saying it should be a guaranteed drop, but just an increased chance of something from Akari dropping from her, you know? Something along those lines would be nice. I just don't know what you would do for like the other classes, you know? We need more world bosses like that. I like that idea, but too, Boz. Gives us something to use our resources for. Because there's a severe lack of options of what to use your drop pods on once you get to end game. I would like to see a vendor that allows us to re-roll the attributes on an item. I would like to see Chana take up that role, since she's already shown a proficiency at altering and creating tech based on the Big Iron mission. So lore-wise, you have an excuse for it. I would love to see a dummy system where you can test out your build on a test dummy. And we already have that tech in the game as well through the prologue tutorial with Jakob's simulation system. You just have to find a lore and story reason why it's now able to be done after the anomaly fried stuff. So basically you had to recreate the technology. Yeah, you find a training program in his apartment.
Jakob.
Screw your knockback. I'll knock you back.
Outrider.
Find out it's been a pet project of his for the past 30 years, trying to recreate it. The Voodoo Matchmaker. Level 21, using Bozified's calculator that tells us that that would roll up to an 80k matchmaker. Not bad, not bad. Versus this rare 17. $83K. I mean, it should be easy. I mean, if you're doing this on World Tier 1, you're doing it just for the story or to just get past it like I am.
Chana, what's this? Interesting. Why am I still here?
Oh yeah, they were definitely frustrating on my first playthrough, first and second playthrough. Like we played the Devastator and played through the campaign the first time. I think we ended up finishing on World Tier 13. And on the pyro, we ended on 14, almost 15. We were just a little shy of it.
Me, or do you have a strange feeling that these storms are following us?
Yeah, something weird about it. Hang back until I clear the way.
I don't get it. How did the insurgents get their hands on working fusion cells?
Those weren't insurgents. Whoever drove those trucks, their electronics must have worked in this desert. A long time ago.
So,
Yep.
who the hell were they?
Having Tiago
Like us?
refresh his stock like every 3 to 7 days.
An entirely secret mission siloed off from ours.
I don't care how
This
often.
seems insane.
I think
You
more
think
than a
of an
week would be a bit
explanation,
much,
is it?
though.
Well, currently? No.
Tiago recycling his stock is a must-have feature, in my opinion. I'm really shocked they didn't do that. And it's not just Tiago. All the vendors that have elite offers, they need to rotate their stock. Different items, different armor sets. Yeah, absolutely.
Tiago.
I
has
wouldn't
August
be
said
angry
anything
about
helpful?
August
other
has
classes
been
stuff showing up there
more
because
quiet.
you have 4 characters to like potentially get a piece that you're looking for.
I didn't think we'd make it out of that storm.
That's no storm. Look!
All right, now that he's back, let's well, let's look at what we just picked up actually.
I don't get it. How did those people in the trucks get their hands on working fusion cells? It's not possible.
Yeah. All right, let's get our mods and everything sorted out as well. I really like the Amber Vault, the double gun with Killing Spree and Dark Sacrifice. I don't even know what borrowed time actually does. Okay, so I gotcha. Okay. Oh. Accidentally deleted the one I was planning to upgrade. Oh well. It's a waste of fucking iron. What am I doing? All right, let's just go.
Zahidi, how badly do you need that antenna?
Well, to be honest, I've been having some problems.
I think the
pinpointing
least
signals
used
as we
weapon
entered the
class
desert.
of all is
I've
sniper
just been guiding
rifles.
us on best guesses. With proper equipment,
I get it. We need it. I'll radio when I've cleared the way.
More? Seriously? Come on.
This is definitely a military outpost, but I
Yep.
don't recognize the insignia.
I would like an option
At
to,
least it's
to
obvious
see
now
on
where those
screen, like
feral aliens
on
got
the
their
HUD,
weapons from.
like up here in the top right, maybe what our current firepower, armor, like all those stats actually are,
Well, wouldn't
so we
that have
can
been sweet?
easily see what it is when we pop stuff. It doesn't have to be on by default or anything like that. It's just give us the option, you know? Yep, you do, Al. You do. If you complete them all, you get a legendary, and it's repeatable, I believe. Once you complete all of it. Just like the bounty and hunts. Should have done it up there.
Hey, there's a pile of reports here.
You're kidding. From the people who were here. What's in them?
It looks like they encountered the same hostile natives.
Only
as
was
we
a
did.
token like they did in Destiny, so you
They
can
called
skip the
them
campaign.
ferals. They established this fort as a base to send out scouting parties, trying to
Not a terrible
track the
idea.
ferals down. But eventually,
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy 14 did something similar to that as well. But luckily, it only takes a few hours to get this done.
okay, Zahidi, the path is clear. Waiting for your arrival. Zahidi, lay low. I got company.
Another change I would like to see is legendaries. Both mod slots are moddable. It would actually
Tahiti?
make it
I think that was
so
the last
people
of them.
will actually
They attempted an
desire
ambush,
to run
but the outpost
legendaries
is secure.
Try
instead
and
of
keep
just
it
all
that way this
epics.
time, please.
We've got the coordinates ready to go on your word, boss.
So many of them trapped in their vehicles, burned to a crisp.
Another unskippable scene. That's something that needs to
Amazing.
change.
August, your people made this? How?
Who cares? No other way but through. Need to keep moving.
Mythic gear.
Stay here. I'm going to try and secure a safe path through these canyons.
Let me know if you can reach that massive obelisk we saw. I've never seen anything like it.
August also seems
Or
drawn to
altered
it.
geared.
I'm sensing great agitation. August wants to follow you.
Hold August until I'm through, Tiago. It's not safe. Wonder what this does.
They could even make altered gear where it's the same as legendaries with the exception that you can modify both slots. But it's not what I would prefer to see. But just thinking for easy alternatives. We don't want to set the bar too high. Can this be interactable? Yeah, not in combat, it's not.
What's this for?
Something like Goss's gun.
It looks like we weren't the first humans here. I'm seeing a number of dead bodies.
The same people whose vehicles we saw? Out in the sand?
Possibly. I'm guessing this party was sent out by Monroy from that fort. Doesn't look like these guys had much.
Any more clues to who they were, what they were doing here, would be quite fascinating. Keep your eyes open.
Oop. Dickhead. Seriously? Are you the one that did it, asshole?
Zahidi, I found some writing. Seems to be
They didn't bring
anthropological
dedicated
notes
servers. Never
from a
gonna
Dr.
happen.
Indira Ocasio.
Never gonna
Scientist
happen.
among Monroy's people.
I would be extremely surprised.
What did she find?
She was documenting what happened from the day they met the natives. Pax, they called them. Description matches August. She says they were welcomed with open arms.
More than likely, PyroCat, it's just
Yes,
your
that would
knowledge of the
certainly fit
game
August.
benefiting you more. But
Incredible.
we'll see if I feel the same way, since I'm playing them back to back and the knowledge of the game's really not going to change there.
I found some pages written by Monroy, these people's leader. He led the raiding party into this canyon, believing it was the Pharaoh's base, that he could root them out.
Maybe they were trying to help August's people.
Tiago, does August know anything about this Monroy?
I tried asking, but August won't speak about this place to me.
I mean, peer-to-peer's not a bad idea. It's just their netcode is not up to it. Should have been the ankle.
Path to the obelisk is clear.
August and I are just right behind you, Outrider.
Shouldn't you be waiting in the camp for my signal?
Sorry, August slipped out. I couldn't,
Might as well put my skills to good use.
Might as well do this while we're here. As well as the historian. Mirror. Pyro wasn't bad for me. It just took a long time to find a build that worked well for me.
Reminds me of home. Better in Beauvoir's museum than here.
And I'd argue that there's someone out there that will say that the survivability is awful for every class. Like their chosen class, the survival is awful. Except maybe Devastator. And I have played every class, so. This is the last class I had to play.
Zahidi? What do you make of the structures in this canyon?
I'm trying to date them. They're certainly ancient, like the ruins in the jungle or August's village. But I had no idea August's people were capable of such colossal stonework.
I don't think we've scratched the surface of what August's people were capable of.
Well, then the trick is just to kill them then.
You all have to see this.
Was it a 12-hour-old chicken sandwich, Shinobi? I mean, how is a chicken sandwich fucking up your stomach? It was only 3 hours old. Okay, just checking, because last time we had this conversation, you ate a 12-hour burrito that was unrefrigerated, so...
Outriders,
just saying.
We're burying August's
Valid
body.
question.
Do you want to join us?
What
I'm
kind
not
of
there
chicken
yet.
sandwich was it? Like,
Just another keystone?
is it like a buffalo chicken sandwich? Or are you just too full and that's what's causing your discomfort?
Found something
KFC
you
chicken
should know
sandwich.
about.
There it
More
is.
of Monroy's writing.
There it is.
Seems he
It was a
discovered the
grease
same thing we
sandwich.
did, about the packs transforming.
Does he say why? Why they would do that to themselves?
No, only that he and his men stayed here for some time, studying and experimenting on the obelisk. Understand its powers while repelling non-stop attacks. But when he learned
Messing with my own Twitch account channel.
his colony,
His colony?
How do you deal with these bots all the time?
That means there could be more of them out there.
I
We should
mean,
look for them.
it kind of depends on the
After
bots.
we find the signal.
Whenever you're ready to head out, we'll be waiting for you at camp.
If it's bots that come in and just like
Ruins on
spam
this
bullshit,
door.
yeah, ban those.
Have I seen
But
this before?
the Airy Master. I think we're nearing the end finally.
Sit tight, people. I'm gonna clear the
Babylon.
way. It's time for some answers. What do we have here? Zahidi, I found some more writing from Monroy's people.
James,
I think we
exclamation
must be
point
approaching their
FP
colony.
calc
It seems Monroy didn't believe the Pax for some reason.
CALC.
When their tech started
It
getting
is
fried, he
the
suspected
calculator
the
that
Pax were trying
Bossified
to sabotage
created
him.
to
Then,
help
just as a storm was brewing up,
calculate what
he
an
caught the
item
Pax doing
will
one of
be
their obelisk
when it's
rituals.
fully
Did
upgraded.
Roy think the Pax were causing the storms?
I, thought the same thing when I first saw August in those ruins in the forest.
Monroy ordered his soldiers to stop them. It was on that day Dr. Indira reported the first Pax death.
Please collect all the writing you can find for me.
Sounds like you
Perhaps
need
we
to
can
give him
learn
some
their
catnip
story.
to calm him down, Shinobi. You gotta get them blazed along with you. If they're already acting crazy, maybe they're just too wound up and they need to calm down.
After the first big storms burned out most of their tech, sounds like Monroy got furious. He demanded explanations from the Pax and access to their powers. But they didn't understand. They offered everything they could. They led Monroy through the jungle to their sacred city.
Probably this city.
Sometimes you just need to
Place we've
chill out.
discovered.
And sometimes you need a little assistance with that. Of course, what do I know? I haven't had a cat in 7 years, roughly. So much potato.
Pax took
I have
him
no
to the
idea
grand
either.
table, tried to show him how they communed with
Let's
the
see.
anomaly. But Monroy thought it was a ploy to
Google to the
assassinate.
rescue.
He
Can
ordered the
catnip
executions of the Pax leaders
calm
and locked down the
down
temple
cats?
until he could learn how to control it himself.
Catnip can help cats relax and engage in play, both of which can help reduce stress. But I imagine, like most things, results may vary. Oh, we got this bullshit again. Great. Okay. There we go.
There are countless cages here. They're filled with skeletons. They look like Pax skeletons.
Mirror. Give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? They stay awake and keep you awake even though they already are.
After they'd executed
Better
the
not get
Pax
addicted.
leaders, Monroy's people started moving into the city.
Make
So
sure you
this
find a
was
good
their
hiding spot for
colony.
it.
They took over the homes of the Pax, forcing them to work for them, to serve them.
In other words, they made them slaves. They believed the loss of their machinery was the Pax's
So
fault.
funny how many
Doesn't
weapons you
matter
might
what they
miss if we
believe.
couldn't calculate
There's
values.
no
Yep.
excuse for enslaving another race.
Very true, Boz. Very true. Kitty rehab isn't cheap. I'm a blender. My parents said I could be anything when I grew up, so I became a blender. Legendary. Isn't that what something that people have been struggling to find is the chess piece for that?
This looks perfect for Bobo.
I got it as a random world drop. I hate that shit. I wish
There's
there was an
hundreds of
option to
dead
turn that
packs
off,
here,
Shinobi.
executed, piled up. This whole city is a mass grave.
Monroy's people.
Let me just
they
sit on my
did this.
bed, or
I think
lay
it's
on my
getting
bed,
real clear who the packs were scared
and
of,
veg out,
who they changed
and watch
themselves into
shit.
ferals to protect themselves from.
Without asking me and having me to, you know, move. Hey, we froze.
This place, it was a slave market.
Let me just sit there with my Doritos and Mountain Dew.
Seems like they got hit by the worst storm yet. Hundreds died, humans and packs. Some of the obelisks were damaged.
Well, I think
too,
he's talking
so
about like Netflix,
whatever
asking
the
if you're
packs
always
once were doing to
always
control
asking
the
if you're
storms,
there.
They couldn't do it anymore. He feared an uprising, losing control, as packs started to abandon the city. Nikolai Galyatkin. Monroy made him general, and put him in charge of weapons production.
No doubt the same weapons the ferals used against them later.
Monroy. This palace is covered with flags, all with... It's gotta be his face. He made himself king of the packs.
A king?
A tyrant.
It's crazy how much HP this thing has, even on World Tier 1. Get your fat ass back here. All right, let's get another screenshot of this place.
Guards clear.
Turn it all off. Really needs to be an easy, like, photo mode type deal as well. That'll do. You had eco mode on. Hey, there you go. Problem solved. Should have had the
Monroy was
Lego
sending
out.
out raids to hunt down the fleeing packs.
Probably
And that's
right.
when the uprising he'd predicted finally found him.
Good thing we
It
can
wasn't
still
the
do it.
packs. At least, affected.
The ferals. He never saw them coming.
But Monroy didn't retreat. That asshole dug in, out there in the desert, and tried to track them down, where they were coming from. Canyon, and the Great Obelisk. He finally understood there who the ferals were. But that's when he got word that the city was under attack.
And so it was. The beginning of the end.
Let's see. Maybe up here. Hold still. Honestly, it should be default that games have photo mode these days, especially if you create a gorgeous world. What's the screenshot for? YouTube thumbnails. I put my VODs up on YouTube, so I take screenshots in game to use as the thumbnail. And amazing gun designs, yeah. Put your voice on the
I've
Trickster's
made it to
body.
the top. Palace is clear.
What
Put
do
my
you see?
face.
You better come up here and see for yourself.
I mean, that's doable. It really is. It's a lot of work to
This
do
is
it
it
for
now.
every thumbnail, though.
That ship, the signal, the garden. I'm ready to make some sense of all this. On your word, Outrider.
I should just read the dialogue all myself, just mute all the dialogue and just have subtitles on it. I just read the dialogue and just... I'm the voiceover now. What makes you think I don't already have boobs? I am a fat man after all. Fat boys unite, yes. I mean, I'd say I'm a solid full A cup. At least. If you're a skinny gamer, you're doing it wrong. This guy I'm watching on YouTube is about to eat a meal that serves like 12. What kind of meal? What's up, Rose? Weren't wrong when I said Trickster by Wednesday. Very accurate. It's like you know something the rest of us didn't. She's psychic. Right. I gotta talk to Chana. I was like, wait, this doesn't look right. Orange Cat Simba's a little asshole. Me and my black cat were chilling watching you, and he just came up and slapped my black cat in the face and took his spot. He's asserting dominance. Just like Simba did.
There has to be a way inside the ship. I'll radio when I've secured a path.
Actually, you should probably name him Scar, because he really asserted dominance.
Why are we still heading to this stupid ship?
If the signal is shielded from the anomaly inside, it means we can use the uplink in there to contact the Flores. All the supplies, the resources, the tech.
Does it feel like you actually have to... I don't know. I'm playing this on World Tier 1 just to get to expeditions, but... Once we get to expeditions, we'll see. He's licking his butthole in victory. While on you. So by proxy, you're licking his butthole. Sorry. Cursed phrases right there. You gotta spin it to win it. Well, he had the high ground, but didn't work out for him. Just here for this show. All right, let's do this historian while we're here. I'm thinking right now I'm grateful for Outriders. I really hope the game still sticks around, with Destiny being my real only game I've played for 7 years. I got so burnt out of the game itself. And the game itself requires an insane time investment. I'm burned out on COD, so Outriders came in just right to jump in, do some crazy shooting, craft, and hop off. And that's exactly what the game is designed for you to do. It's just they made some people hop off sooner than they anticipated. I'm a blender.
this is just the kind of artifact Madame Beauvoir's looking for.
Is this the Garen rework? Yes. Yes, it is. I mean, honestly, Hunter, I mean, it speaks volumes to how good the game is at its core, that despite all this, there's still a fair amount of people still playing this game. We just wish it didn't have the issues.
All this time, all we've been through, the battlefields, the jungles, the alien ruins, the desert, all we've lost. I can't believe we're finally here. The goddamn signal I heard the day we landed, and still,
I think
none of it makes any
James,
sense.
there's still a lot of people who got that
Oh, I
sour
think I
taste in their
started to put
mouths
it
that
all
won't
together.
come back. But
The way the Pax controlled the anomaly with their obelisks, they are what kept the planet.
depending on what they do in the
energy check.
future, will
They were
determine
the
whether or
balance.
not people come back at
But
any
when
point.
Roy stopped the Pax from using the obelisks out of
Like I said
pure
earlier, I'm
fear of
definitely
what
going to be
he
a little more
couldn't understand.
cautious about
The
anything
anomaly
this
spread
studio
like
puts out.
wildfire across the planet. The storms surging out of control, mutating everything.
All this time thinking we were gonna reach a place beyond the anomaly. Only to find the place it all started. Where Monroy started it. Monroy, his people, who the hell were they?
My father told me about the hordes. Thousands climbing over each other, trying to reach the Flores as it launched.
They're the ones who got left behind. And half of them probably slaughtered the rest for a last seat on the caravel. Tanner and Jakob.
A lot
they all
of
should have
bad
been down there with the rest. Hopeless.
Patches
Drowning in chaos.
and
Nothing but
their
dictators
inability
and
to
madmen
fix things
set
in a
loose.
timely manner.
The caravel's engine hadn't exploded and killed
For
most
me,
of the
it's
Outriders.
definitely
We
the
would have
issue
been the ones
of
left on Earth.
being able to
Two
fix
more
things properly
soldiers in
without
Monroy's
breaking
damn
other
army.
core mechanics. We're still talking about the mitigation
I'm
bug
inside the
patch
ship. It's still operational.
where they fixed the
Whatever's playing the signal, it's in here. Let's finish this together. Whatever's playing the signal, it's in here. Let's finish this together.
Let's finish this.
let's finish
Down the
this. Let's
road,
finish this. Let's
one
finish
way or
this.
another.
Despite everything, we've brought the uplink all this way. I wish Jane could see us.
Wow, we don't have an assault rifle tree. There it is. It's down here for some reason. Okay. Shotguns only. Yeah. All right. Guess we'll do that. Yeah, we'll reassess the tree here in a little bit. Yes, a lot of people and a lot of studios, they patch things and they break others. Very common for that to happen. But this studio, they have no quality assurance, it seems like, whatsoever. Because they break something, that should have been caught, release it, and then take weeks to fix that. No, it shouldn't even been a beta release.
That's right, fucker, I'm here. The only one you have to fear is me.
Oh, spin to win does work for that. Not a leveled shotgun, so hit him, hit him, hit him. Yeah, you also got to remember, like, none of my gear is leveled up. I haven't even put points into like the attribute system, so there's like no firepower. Yep, they got some spaghetti code going on.
Zahidi, talk to me.
Still transmitting the launch code. Hold on.
That's just funny. Well, I have a mod that increases its duration, boss. How else did he get it the Mabs? Yeah.
Zahidi?
All right. That took us almost exactly 4 hours. That's with doing a few side quests, like some historian quests along the way. Barong's gaze. What's my max? 28. Okay. Okay. So we need to finish getting to
Still don't understand how they went back in time to get here sooner.
Get to level 30.
You did good,
So
but I always knew you would.
we'll do this hunt, big iron. There's actually one for killing captains 500 times. Yeah, I think the biggest issue that has plagued this game is the multiplayer aspect.
Well, this should be interesting. Might as well put my skills to good use.
Been wanting to go back to the division here soon. Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to get to the point where they're going to stop playing this. I mean, this isn't a game that's just going to go on and on and on and on forever. But it's a matter of how quickly do the developers push people in that direction. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's wanting to play other things as well. Like, if I didn't have games coming out that I have been planning to play for a while, I'd probably still play this until I had something else I wanted to play. I mean, I've proven really that I can stick in a game the long haul. I played nothing but Tarkov for 3 years. And I mean nothing but Tarkov. And I streamed nothing but Tarkov for like a year and a half until I started incorporating some variety in there. Get your fat ass back here. We'll run back because I don't want to have to fight all that bullshit to get back to the other area to do big iron. sticking with one game is usually not good. Yeah. I never played Division 2, but I did play Division 1 for right until after they introduced raids, and Division 1 is when I quit playing. I found your channel when you played this, I would likely not be here still. Yeah. Yep. Really found me through playing Star Sector, which we really should take another look at soon. How far out would you say they are from a full release of Star Sector? I think last time I asked it was like 2 years. Yeah, you can't really solo in Division. Do I not have toxic? Oh, I don't have toxic on this weapon. That's the problem. All right, we'll spin it to win it. Come here, boys. I don't think I have toxic lead anymore, period. Year and a half, maybe 2. See, that's how you really do a game. 1 to 2 years to polish. Or new raids require 8 people. No. Right, did I not? I didn't pick up the fucking quest, did I? Son of a bitch. Sorry, what? You shitting me? I gotta run all the way back? Just so I can go pick up the fucking quest. Yep. Derp derp. Have a good one, Money Monkey. I'm a dumbass.
Savages sure did. I took a. Yeah.
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 I can almost hear Jakob saying.
Can't even use the travel system. Great. It increases the healing you receive from other sources. So like your teammates healing you, I believe. I looked at it once and that's what it seemed to be. Yeah. 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 Yarp.
I wonder if some of the vehicles broke.
All right.
I should scavenge some of that tech China asked for.
Really should just be popping that whenever. Just to get the accolade done. Great, it's gonna be busted and tell me it's up there when it's not really up there. Okay, it looks like it's showing me the right spot. Come and get it, boys.
Attention, we are being followed. Shall I dispatch the welcoming drones?
Life? Thank you for the follow. Maybe just pick it up and go. And kill these things along the way. Meh. Seriously. Dickheads. You'll let me pick shit up now? Thank you.
I bet China can do something with this.
Onward
Hey.
to Outriders.
Tell me something. What was Jakob's like back on Earth? Was he always the bitter asshole who emotionally traumatized my childhood?
Bitter
He
asshole.
was by far the bitterest asshole I've ever met from day one.
Yeah, I figured.
He was also the most fiercely loyal friend I've ever had.
It's okay, right? That I hate him still. As much as I miss him.
He was what he was. I trusted him with my life. But I knew better than to expect him to be something he wasn't. Or to get back any money I loaned him.
I'd pay you back for my inheritance, but he left me fuck all.
Alright. No quest markers show me the way. Oh, looks like this is actually working properly now. Just the icons aren't. Dickhead got zapped. Nothing up here. Working as intended, yeah. Which class am I liking the most?
Kind of thing Chan is looking for.
I was liking the Devastator until they broke my build.
From Earth Jakob carried around.
What do you mean?
Pyro was probably my second favorite after.
He never stopped talking about how he used to be able to do countless things with them. I figured it was all lies.
Nah.
Techno was by far the easiest, and now we have the Trickster, so. Where are you at? You die. You gotta spin to win. What, this spin? I'm a ballerina. Hey, Tiger. Well, it wasn't even a patch that addressed what they broke. It was just an unintended side effect. I'm a blender.
Should be enough. Let's see what Channa can make of them.
Should have named her Dizzy Ms. Lizzie. I don't remember what I named this character. Recluse. Okay. That's one of my go-to female character names. Also a rock band name. Never heard of them.
I can shoot this thing into the air all day long.
How is it possible there were other humans
All right.
here before us?
Moving on.
It means that we are not.
All right, Horus. I think
Well,
this
this should be interesting.
Hora.
Count me in.
Horus. Eurus, however you pronounce it. Historian. Putting on a light show. We're at a rave. What's the name of the legendary tech AR? I can't even remember. It's the one that has the Wrath of Moloch on it, right? Is it? The Inferno Seed.
Boval's gonna love this.
Another side effect of having the memory of a goldfish. Hey, Evil. How you doing? It's good so far. Day's not over though. Jesus, we've only hit tier 2 on that. Well, hopefully the rest of your day goes well. I think it scales with anomaly power, so it's probably better to use with that. I'm just doing it for the accolade. That and it looks funny.
Well, this should be interesting. Might as well put my skills to good use.
Nope. It's a pretty good interrupter, though. We'll say that. Unstoppable Force is bugged and now it stacks. See? Another broken mod. The AI uses it. That's it. Let's see. It's up here.
Well, this should be interesting. Count me in.
Wait. Tell me to go this way, so maybe it's right. Hate how my blade goes through the wall, but I can't hit something on the other side of it. I wasn't hitting something on the other side of that wall. All right, we have a historian. It's this way? Or is it this way? It's this way. No. I mean, I guess we can do this as well, but
Just
it's XP.
What's your name, stranger?
Oh God, Terra. I haven't heard of that game in forever. The MMO. I mean, that's kind of standard for MMOs, though. I mean, group content is what MMOs thrive on.
Hey, Wanderer. So, girl broke your heart?
And honestly,
And now
Destiny
you're
and
out here
Division
living like
fall
a hermit,
more
so nobody
into
can ever hurt you again. That kind
an
of thing?
MMO
No one hurt me.
gameplay style than anything.
I hurt them. I hurt all of them.
Who'd you hurt?
They're looter shooter MMOs.
They're all gone now. I'm the only one left to remember.
Yep. That's the problem with MMOs. Once the player base drops off, you're kind of screwed.
Hey, Wanderer. Do you know anything about this big gate? Or those rooms? About who built them?
If you had the answer,
Okay, let's go this way and not that way. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong way. That's not the way either. Is it this way? Or is it that way? There it is. Map is working as intended, yes.
Beauvoir's gonna love this.
Back to camp. And move. moving on. Yep. The map system is abysmal as well. And I kind of understand that they want to make it so like there's no GPS, so you shouldn't know where you're at. But no. That's a lazy excuse. The only reason I don't really want to play much currently is the whole guessing what works and if it works as intended. Yeah.
Well, this
Understandable.
should be interesting. Well, this should be interesting. Might as well put my skills to good use.
They can read maps. Google Maps. So I can't remember which way it is. I think it's this way. Hey, memory served me right for a change.
Hostile force detected. Arming your defenses.
Like donkey. Donkey. Thank you for the raid, my man. How you doing? Oh, you're welcome, my man.
Well, this should be interesting.
Hope you had a
Count me
good
in.
stream. It's all a blur. Yeah. That does tend to happen. The days start running together. Nope. Not what I meant to do. There we go. Yep, the last tune. We finished the campaign. Now we're just grinding out the hunts, bounties, and historian to get to level 30. Then we'll be jumping into expeditions. Then what? Subnautica below 0 on the 14th. So I'm kind of rushing to get this done before then. Subnautica below 0. Yep, we've played Subnautica in its entirety. We played Subnautica below 0 as well, but the game was in early access and it wasn't finished. Couldn't complete the game, so they're exiting early access, so we'll be doing a fresh full playthrough of it. What's up, Swift Boy? How you doing? Probably won't be playing Mass Effect. At least not at release. I never got into the Resident Evil series, so it's just not my cup of tea. Like, I've watched a few streams of the new one, Village, and it looks interesting. It's gorgeous, but it's just not my kind of story, you know? Slow, I'm okay with. It's just what's there. It's just not for me. The Mercenaries mode. Yeah, I watched someone playing some of that, and that definitely looks interesting. So, no, it's not even that I get scared easily. It's that I find horror games to be incredibly dull. Campy and cheesy. They really don't do anything for me. All right, we got to go through here to get to the hunt area. We're not picking up your quest. Now played my car set completely after 17 days, 10 hours a day, but it was worth it. So you finally got your full Akari set? Is that what you're saying? Oh, I'm sure they're amazing games. It's just not my style. Just because I'm not playing something doesn't mean I think it's bad. It's just not for me. Off to bed. Get some rest, man. I know those long nights can definitely wear you out.
Should be interesting. Might as well put my skills to good use.
Resident Evil on PlayStation VR was an experience. Oh, I'm sure. Anything in VR was definitely going to be a lot more immersive and a lot more intense. Nice, Zion. Congrats.